We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
You still haven't gone full Lidl. Go on, make big savings like this lot.
Pea nuggets.
Excuse me?
Who'd like them pea nuggets?
Once again?
Pea nuggets. They're vegan.
Nuggets?
Yeah.
I like prawns, but how do you cook them?
Oh, there's loads of ways.
Can I microwave them?
No.
Join in and go full Lidl this year.
Did you get milk?
Shop without compromise and pay less.
Well, you're very welcome to Feather Town Park here in the heart of Tipperary this afternoon for this football game here between Tipperary and Tyrone. The teams have been out in the field for the last while here, going through their respective warm-up routines. The two goalkeepers out there, Tyrone keeper Sinead McVeigh going through a very intricate warm-up drill down there, and Adrian Cook putting Lauren Fitzpatrick through her routine as well here. Big match here this afternoon, and it is all to play for in this league. Tipperary need to win to keep the season alive here in this early part of the league, and it is a huge match here today. Samantha Lambert, who is joining me, Stephen Gleeson here for commentary today. Sam, this is massive and important for both sides.
Yeah, no, definitely a huge game, especially for Tip, I suppose, who are looking to try reach the league final, Division 2 league final, and they'll be looking for a big performance today. Again, Tyrone probably travelled down there last night, looking to preserve their Division 2 status, really. They've just 2 wins out of 5 got so far this league campaign, and they'll always put up a great game to Tipperary when we come together. But just looking at the other results there, Laois will be looking to get a win under their belt as well, and they'll be pushing for a league final spot too. So as you said, Stephen, a lot to play for. And when Laois and Tyrone met there a few weeks back, there was only a point in the difference. So you have to remember the one loss that Tipperary have endured this campaign, or league season, has been to Laois. So all to play for, I suppose. That's the beauty of the league as well. It's very unpredictable, and it really depends on how the form goes on the day. Yeah,
this little National Football League, very important for all sides. We have been here at the matches. Tip are playing on this surface here for a while. They're well used to it now at this stage, and it does take a little bit of time perhaps just to come to terms with it. I know Tyrone have been training in Garvaghey, in that brilliant centre up there, across the early part of the year, and it's great for them to have that facility. But this is kind of the territory of the Tipperary ladies footballers. This is their HQ now here in Featherd.
Yeah, I know they're very, very lucky to have such facility here, the 3G pitch, and yeah, it makes a difference, I suppose, the surface today, especially on a wet day, the weather that we have here. So there'll be a lot of fast ball going in, and the game should be moving very, very quick with the surface that we have. And look, I'd say to our own, it will be delighted with this kind of surface as well. I suppose not too many people want to be playing in the muck in these winter months or these kind of heavy weather days. So it'll be a fast moving game, I can imagine. And as you said, Tip will be very used to it. Their only away game this year was up in Monaghan there in their last league game, that they bet Monaghan 1-11 to 7 points. So they, as we said, they'll be trying to build on that again, and they were very disappointed with their loss against Laois, and they really want to get another win under their belt and kind of set themselves up now for league final, depending on how other results go for them today.
Okay, well, we'll go through the starting teams here, starting with the home team, that is Tipperary, who will line out in their traditional blue and gold jerseys. And Tipperary line out with Lauren Fitzpatrick of Ballymacarbery in goals, a full back line of Cleena O'Dwyer from Brian Barrows, Maria Curley, the captain from Tempermore, is at 3, and Emma Cronin of Moyle Rovers. The half back line then, Sarah English of Ardfinnan, Lucy Spillane from Feathered here, hometown girl, Nasa Towie of Tempermore, and then in centre field that is Anna Rose Kennedy of Aherlow and Neve Martin from Schlieve-na-Mon. The half forward line then, Emma Morrissey of Aherlow, Nora Martin from Schlieve-na-Mon is a late replacement for Marie Creedon, who's out with a hamstring injury but is fit to maybe play some part, Tip will hope. And Aisling Maloney of Care is at 12. Then in the full forward line, Ava Finnessy of Commercials, Clara English from Ardfinnan, and Rosanna Kiley of Care. And Tip have 30 on their panel for today's game here. Moving to Tyrone, they line out then with Sinead McVeigh of Moortown in goals, and 4 changes to the listed team there. The first one in is Amy Daly of Badani, who takes the place of Rebecca Barker there at 2. Quiva McGee of Moy is at full back, and Caitlin Campbell of Killistle is at 4. And in the half back line, Jane Lyons, Emma Quinn, and Sláinte McCarl of St. McCartans is there at 7. She was listed there, but we're told that in a last minute change, Aoife McGahan is in her place and will start there instead of her. Emma Jane Gervin is at 8. Evie McHugh is the captain, and she lines out in centre field as well. And then it is Emma Hegarty of Dunamore who is starting in place of Neve Hughes. And then at 11, Grania Rafferty of Killistle is at centre forward. And then Maeve Corrigan of Errigal Kieran is at 12. And the full forward line then for Tyrone today, Chloe McCaffrey of St. McCartans at 13. Maeve Mallon is full forward for them. And then at 15, Mary Traynor of Errigal Kieran takes the place of Aoife Horrisk, who was listed to start there. So that change has been made. They also have 30 on their panel for today's game, and their manager is Sean O'Kane there, who lives near the Donegal border, but a very experienced manager, part of the Jordanstown crew that did so well there recently as well in their championships. And Tyrone are coming down here with a real ambition, Samantha. You know, they really want to find out where they're at. They didn't travel down here for the fun of it. They've been on the road for over 5 hours, their manager Sean O'Kane said. They mean business today.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As I said, they want to preserve their Division 2 spot, and they always seem to put it up to Tipperary anytime they make the trip down or we make the trip up. So I've no doubt it'll be a great game ahead of us, and Tyrone will be, as always, fast on their feet and very direct with their ball. So possession is everything really today, especially with the weather that we have here. You know, keeping it off the ground, I suppose, especially with the surface that's there, the ball will go further than you'd expect. So I think there'll be a huge battle between both teams, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's ahead. And
Samantha, you of course captained the All-Ireland winning team there a few years ago in Croke Park against Tyrone, and that was a real, you know, down to the last second type of game. You know, it really was edge of your seat stuff, and you have great memories of that day, and I suppose it'll be fresh in the memories of some of the Tyrone players too. And I know that Aisling Maloney was there alongside you as well, and many of the other Tip players today too.
Yeah, I know. I was only thinking about it here, driving out here today. You know, it was 2017. We bet them in the All-Ireland final up in Croke Park, and they were a super team, still are. I'm looking at the team sheet here. There's not too many names I recognise from that day, but I'm sure that they have I think Emma Jane Gervin was one of them. And looking at her, I suppose Tipperary's 15, there's not too many there that lined out that day either in 2017. You've Lauren Fitzpatrick in goal, Maria Curley, Anna Rose, of course, and Maloney, I'd say, would have started that day, but there's a huge turnover of players on both teams, and it's great to see all the young ones coming up, getting their chance and the opportunities, and I'm sure they'll put it on display, their talent again today.
And Samantha, if you look at the patterns so far in this, Armagh are the team that are, top of this league. They're undefeated going into today, and a lot of permutations will come into play during today's game. Tip simply have to keep winning and beat Armagh to be guaranteed a spot in the final, but they'll need Cavan to beat Laois as well today. That's another one that will be needed. Yeah,
I know they're depending on other results, I suppose, as well. And as you said, Armagh were favourites coming into this league campaign after getting to the final last year and being bet by Kerry in the Division 2 final. But they put up an excellent score against Tyrone, 5 goals and 10 points against Tyrone to 1 goal and 7 points. And I think at round 2 or round 3 of the division, and a huge score. And Tip will be welcoming Armagh to Tip this day next week, and it'll be another huge game for them. As you said, Cavan and Laois are coming together there later on as well today, and Laois will be looking to get another win under the belt, but Cavan seem to be building confidence, and they'll be looking to get a performance under their belt too.
Here we go, we're underway, the ball is in, and straight away it's won by Anna Rose Kennedy, and she leaves it off here as far as Maloney. Maloney is away, past the 45, Maloney leaves off this ball inside, plays a quick 1-2 all the way inside here, and Tip had the first score of the game all the way in and over the bar. Anna Rose tearing in alongside Aisling Maloney there. What a break, what a score.
Oh, brilliant score. You could see the two of them powering through. There was no stopping them. Goal probably was on, but Anna Rose took the option, and they have a score under them now, and they're a good start. First
kick out here from Tyrone, and they have a free there. I think it was a hand in the back there just by Rosanna Kiley, as she just over-eagered there on her marker, and it is going to be a free here for Tyrone, and they have a chance here just to build from defence here. Tip 1 point to the good already here after nearly 30 seconds of football. Ball played outside here now. Tyrone working it up along. Emma Hegarty tearing through there out towards centre field, feeding that ball. Oh, they've been turned over, and away goes Maloney here, and she's down the field past the 45 all the way into the 21. Maloney! Oh, how about that? Aisling Maloney from Care showing what she can do. She's given exhibitions for the last few years. She's back to her best after injury.
Yeah, super score there by Maloney. She went straight for goal and over the bar and made no mistake. And Tyrone could be in trouble if they don't sort her out. She seems to be on fire already.
Ball fed out here now, and Lucy Spillane just going to fetch that ball. Gets ready now, takes it quick into the middle here. Tip looking to build from defence. Niamh Martin now leaves off that ball to the runner there, clean out of the wire, all the way in, fed inside. Oh, Tip here with another chance now, trying to work it in there. Fennessy just turning one way and the other, has a pop of the post here, but it's just dropping short and into the hands of Sinead McVeigh now. Fed back out. Tyrone looking to build and get out to their own half here for the first time in the game. Out as far as Emma Jane Gervin, all the way down the field. Tip with the early start here. Evelyn McHugh, the captain now, trying to build here. Ball fed inside. Emma Lone goes by her marker. Good running here, all the way in there. Out near the sideline, Tyrone looking for that score now just to settle themselves here. Tip 2 up at the moment here. Fed back out to Chloe McCaffrey, and it's turned over. Anna Rose Kennedy, away she goes now. Out to Niamh Martin. Tip down the field like rockets here. They're breaking with such pace. Niamh Martin feeds on that ball again here to Clara English, and she feeds it on inside here. It's just turned over as Maloney comes in to try and win it back, but it is Emer Quinn who takes that ball and works it out from defence. Out now as far as Evelyn McHugh, the captain. And they go down the field. Tyrone running well here. The captain has broken the Tip line. She's going to have a go. No, sends it into the corner. Tyrone patient in their build-up play here now. Still working it in. It's Emma Jane Gervin as she has a go here, and it just tails off and goes out and wide there. So they broke down the field at pace, in fairness.
Yeah, very, very good. They were breaking the lines. Just unfortunate not to get the score, I suppose, at the end. But I think there's excellent defending there on both sides, and we'll be looking to see if they can continue with the pace of the game that has been set.
Nora Martin, a late replacement for Marie Creed, out with a hamstring injury today. Ball fed on over the far side. Nyasa Tawi now in possession. On she goes here. Tip very quick to go from 165 to the other at such pace here, and good ball control worked into Clara English now inside, looking for the right option here. It is Kylie. Rosanna Kylie feeds that ball out here now as far as Towie, and she has a go, and that's a serious kick there from the Templemore woman all the way up the field. Really good strike.
Excellent. You can see everyone, it doesn't matter where you play on the field, and they're all making attempts to move forward and attacking at pace and being very, very direct. The support play off the ball is absolutely super as well, so you can see why they've already 3 points on the board.
Here we go again. It's Aisling Maloney this time. No mistake at all. And Aisling Maloney just finds half a yard, and if she has any sight of the post, it is going over the bar. Another one for Tip.
Yeah, super. Just nearly 5 minutes gone, and Tip already have 4 points on the board, and Tyrone seem under a bit of pressure, especially in the back line at the minute. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this half plays out.
One here now by Clean O'Dwyer. On she goes as far as Rosanna Kiley, fed inside here now to Ava Finnessy. On in again here, all the way through and over the bar. Clean O'Dwyer from Brian Barrows with that strike for Tipperary. And this is really putting the pressure on Tyrone here in these early stages of this match.
Yeah, brilliant by Clean driving forward, corner back, scoring. We already had a wing back, Nestawi scored there a few minutes ago, and it's great to see. It doesn't matter where you play, as I said already, and they're all attacking and supporting each other going forward.
Tyrone breaking here this time now, back up the field again. They need a score just to settle themselves in this match, but it's Tip who are starting so well here. Tyrone, of course, travelling for 4 or 5 hours down here to get to Feathered, and it's shown in their play early on here, probably just that little bit of dehydration and taking that few minutes to settle here as Maloney goes down into the heart of the defence. Away she goes. Good play here by Aisling Maloney, but there is an injury in there to the defender inside, and play will just be held up, and Tyrone will just need a minute here just to gather themselves and perhaps find a pattern of play, Samantha, because Tip are running at them with pace.
Yeah, they really are. Tip have started brilliantly and have taken off, I suppose, in every position of the field. Emma Cronin won a great ball back there. She was in front of her player and started the attack, and I think just looking at the hand passing going on, the pop pass, and everyone's on form, and the support play has been absolutely super. And Rose Kennedy there in the middle of the field, Shoni after winning the O'Connor Cup there with her college DCU, captaining them there last weekend, and then Marcy was part of that team as well, like phenomenal player, and she was absolutely brilliant last weekend as well. Possibly the player of the match in my view, but excellent player and huge boost for Tip in midfield.
That was above in Mayo, wasn't it, in Beacon?
Yeah. An excellent final as well against UL, and DCU really kind of, I suppose, pushed on there towards the end and came out with the win, but the two Tip girls really played their part over the weekend, semi-final and the Friday evening and the final on the Saturday. So it's great to see two Tip players, I suppose, making strides at the college scene as well, and it's great for Anna Rose to be captain of that team too.
Yeah, she's storming midfielder there, and on the ball a lot here early on. Emma Jean, Gervin and Evie McHugh have their hands full there in centre field with Anna Rose and Niamh Martin, because the two midfielders are helping the half-backs and sprinting up then to give the ball to Maloney.
Yeah, no, David really on form today, and you can see that they're all kind of looking to be on the ball, and that's important, that every single player that's on the field there wants to be on the ball and wants to be part of it, and not afraid to take it on.
Quick one from Tip here. Emma Cronin now in possession, feeds that ball on here to Kylie. Inside to Maloney now. Maloney does well. Nice pop pass back to Kylie. Kylie out to Kennedy. Fed on again over the far side. It's Kylie turning inside now. Oh, brilliant ball in there into the corner. Can it be kept in play just pacey one, just a little bit too pacey, but what an idea. What, a move that was.
Yeah, great vision by Rosanna, and I suppose just because of the surface that it's on, if it was on, I suppose, a grass field, it would probably slow down that ball, but the surface here today just slid off, and it was unfortunate as it was a great pass.
Great take there by Caitlin Campbell as she sends it all the way in now, and Tyrone trying to break here with a bit of pace about them. Here it is, Emma Lone of Fentana feeding that ball in there to Chloe McCaffrey. Away she goes, and the St. McCartans forward really doing well to win a free there and set it up right in front of the D. And this is a nice scoreable one now for Tyrone, and she's going to strike it herself here, and down on the deck a second ago, Chloe McCaffrey, but happy to assume the position and take this strike here now. Important one. Tyrone need to get going in this match. Their team bus there behind that they made it down on, as this one is sent in and over the bar. Really well struck by the St. McCartans corner forward. That's a great strike.
Yeah, excellent strike, I suppose, to get the Tyrone on the scoreboard, and an important one as well, as they were kind of struggling to find their feet with 10 minutes to go before they scored their first point. But a good score, and they'll be looking to build on that.
Ball fed out here now. 4 passes as they've worked it out here to centre field again, and Sarah English sprints at pace all the way down the field. Fed back inside again here now as Tip look to build as the ball is just a bit loose. Caitlin Campbell in there to win it back, and they do well to take it back. Tyrone breaking here now with a bit of pace again. It's opened up for them this time if they can move that ball good and quick. McCaffrey working it inside now all the way in there, just failing to control the ball on the surface now. Fed on again here, just out as far as Gervin. Back in now as far as Mallon, and Maeve Mallon thinking about the shot there and just opted against it. A lot of blue and gold jerseys back there defending at the moment. Back we go again through Campbell on here outside. 2 players looking forward, 1 inside. 50-50 ball breaking in there in front of the corner forwards, but quickest to react was the defence, and they break here. Ball fed back out. Tyrone have it again. Chance here of a score. Here we go, kicked in high, long from Grania Rafferty all the way in there, and the ref is just beckoning inside and calling play there, but good move by Tyrone.
Yeah, good move, I suppose. They won the Tipper won the ball, but lost the ball there in the attack, the beginning of the attack. So they tried to form scores. It was unfortunate that the square ball is still there in his football, and Tipper back in possession.
Ball fed out this time now as far as Cleena O'Dwyer as she works it up the field here into the hands of Nora Martin, and away she goes. Nora Martin working out the far side. Tip patient in there, build up play here, just holding the possession and working it out along through the lines. And they have another free over the far side. Ball sent in here. Quick one inside now. Sprinting out to meet it. There is Finnessy trying to control that one, but it's gone out of play. And it is Tyrone who will settle back into it. We have to bear in mind there is a strong breeze out there, Samantha, and it is in Tipperary's favour too. Yeah,
no, definitely a strong breeze, and that's going to play a part as well. I suppose, as I've said before, when a wind or a breeze never won a game for anyone, but as you said, it's in Tip's possession, or it's in Tip's favour, and they're trying to hold possession while they can.
Fed back on again here. The ball just over, cooked over there by Sean O'Kane, the Bonastor of Tyrone, and it just drifts out of play there as Tyrone look to stay in this match. Good contingent of people down here made the trek to Feathered today for today's match, and of course the home following for the Tip ladies is good all year. The main player has it now. Maloney feeds it into English. English making a run here. Defence quick to react. 3 of them went with her. Ball outside now to Nora Martin. Trying to control it there. Just got away from her though. And Tyrone break again. They've settled into this match much better than they did in the early stages. Emma Jane Gervin out the far side of the field now. Ball just overcooked there towards Mary Trainer of Errigal Kiran, and they have it back again though. A chance here for Tyrone to try and build. Tip funneling all the players back. McCaffrey sends it into the corner now. Tyrone breaking with a bit of pace here about him. All the way in. Shot coming in here. Oh, off the post there from McHugh. And it bounces back nicely there for the full forward. Maeve Mallon. And Mallon. Oh, it's just down from the goalkeeper. And Tip breathed a sigh of relief there. How about that? The shot came in. The drama here early in the match. Tyrone so close to getting the game's first goal. Tip break with pace. Maloney is away. Maloney takes on the centre back. Off she goes past Emer Quinn. Maloney working it inside. The care woman turns again inside. Oh, nice ball. Fed on there as far as Dean O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer inside here now as far as Finnessy. Finnessy moves it on again. And Tip have a shot. In it goes from Emma Morrissey. The Arlo woman makes no mistake at all from that angle.
Yeah, brilliant score. I think like a good few people played their part there. Maloney, Curley, and then Emma Marcy finishing it off nicely. So 6 points to 1 there, and all Tip's scores have come from play. I suppose at the other end, Tyrone were unfortunate not to get a goal there. I think Lauren Fitz got her fingertips to it. So as I said, they'll breathe a sigh of relief and delighted to get a score at the other end.
Emma Hegarty from Dunamore, of course, the school in Dunamore won the All-Ireland B title last weekend as well. Above in Mayo, they beat Abbey CBS in that final, and it was the same time as DCU were taking on UL in the colleges final. But all sent in here now, just breaking out there again. Tyrone have another chance at it here, and it's sent inside still there, and that one goes over the bar. Just about, and Lauren Fitzpatrick in the goals had to be fairly sharp there because Aoife McGahan was half thinking about a goal, it looked like, from here.
Yeah, I know, definitely. And Lauren got her fingertips to it again and it went over the bar. So fairly high goal post and very important to be alert that the ball is dropping in.
Ball fed on again here. Tip going the attack once more. English down the field, a bit of pace about the Ardfinnan woman. Fed inside here now, and away they go. Tip still working it in there. 3 players looking for it inside. The play is held back in there, and Tip have a free in, and that was an excellent run. Excellent run,
and Marcy's really after, I suppose, sending out there in the last few minutes, very lively and full of energy. Her work rate is super there, and Maloney's there on the ball, and I've no doubt she'll pop this one over as well, and it'll be 7 points to 2.
And 7 probably not a fair reflection on the last 10 minutes. It is Tyrone who have really grown into the match with a few more attacks in the last few minutes. Tip dominated the early stages all right.
Yeah, I know Tyrone are after settling into the game now. It took them a while to start, but they're after settling in, and they have 2 points on the board. They're looking to get another few points on the board before half time. We're about 17 minutes into the first half, and they've settled in. I suppose after a long journey it's going to take time, but Tipper kind of materialised on their poor start, I suppose, and are 7 points on the board.
Ball fed out here again. Tyrone going the attack once more. Worked out on the overlap there as it's good ball in there, but no one racing onto it. Closest there is Evie McHugh, and she's out here on the 45. So Fitzpatrick mops it up. The Ballymacarbery woman works it out, and Tip build from defence again. Rosanna Kiley now from Kerr, feeding on that ball out here towards centre field. Anna Rose Kennedy, storming midfielder, really has grown into the role over the last couple of years for Tipperary, as this one is fed on as far as Nora Martin. Away she goes here now, back out to Lucy Spillane, hometown lady here, and Lucy moves it on quick to Niamh Martin. Niamh Martin on quick with it to Anna Rose Kennedy, and then as far as Maloney, remember the name, superstar. You're watching one of the most graceful footballers in Ireland. Superb again.
Absolutely brilliant. They're really building on what they on the last few minutes of the game, and Maloney's, I suppose, at the end of the play and popping them over the bar. 8 points to 2 now, and Maloney has scored for them, so she's on fire.
Caitlin Campbell with a quick pop pass to McHugh. McHugh sends it inside now. Tyrone in need of a score again here now. They have possession. Rafferty has it. Grania Rafferty turning inside. keeping her eyes on her teammates to see who's looking for it. Feeds it into Chloe McCaffrey. Away she goes, trying to create an angle for herself. Holding the ball up. Thought she had a free there. Ref isn't blown for it though. Still Chloe McCaffrey. Back outside now. Tyrone recycled that ball. Evie McHugh again. Over the far side of the field here now as far as Emma Hegarty. Hegarty feeds it inside. Quick one into Chloe McCaffrey. McCaffrey, two of them on her there. Challenged by Emma Cronin from Mile Rovers, and she pushes it back out again here to Maeve Mallon, and Mallon now trying to work it. Ball fed across all the way over here now as far as Emma Lone. Lone moves it on to Gervin, and the shot comes in, and it's breaking in there. Tyrone looking for it. They have a free in here. Ref is calling play back, and good pressure by Tyrone, but they're not able to pull the trigger when they're in front of the goals, and you need to be.
Yeah, I know. I suppose, look, you're looking at Tipperary there, and they've good few people on the scoreboard already. You have Anna Rose, Maloney, Natalie, Kleena, and then Marcy. So Tyrone will be looking at someone to step up and take those points that aren't kind of coming about at the minute. At the other side of things, I suppose Tipper putting great pressure on the forward line. They're getting a lot of people back, very defensive, and they're working well.
So it is going to be Chloe McCaffrey to kick this one, and she sends it wide. Oh, they needed that point now. That's one that little, she'll think about later.
Yeah, no, definitely. I suppose I think it's their second wide there, and she'll be disappointed with that. Maybe the scoreable free for her, and they'll be disappointed not to get another score on the board and make the deficit smaller.
Towie working it down the field. Nasa Towie over to the far side there, won by Sarah English. Now the Ardfinnan lady feeds it back into Anna Rose. Back on again here now. It's Niamh Martin. Martin trying to make a bit of ground up now. Nice kicked ball in. Here we go. It's Aisling Maloney. Feeds that ball on again, and Tip have the goal. Worked inside. A great finish to the back of the net. Tipperary with a team goal there, it is fair to say. Absolutely brilliant. Nasa Towie from Templemore finished it, but what about the little tip down from Maloney?
Yeah, excellent. 100%, I suppose 100% goal. That would have been well trained into Maloney, that you kind of hand pass to the person who's not being marked, or the goalie was coming straight out at Maloney. So a brilliant piece of play there, and as you said, a team goal. Super score.
And they've added a point just after Emma Morrissey there from Maherlow with that point that just sailed over. So that's a goal and a point within a minute. And Tipperary absolutely cruising now in this game after that goal from Nasa Towie.
Yeah, they really are. They really are after settling in well and taking control of the game. Tyrone are going to be under serious pressure, I suppose, to try get that get their game under control and drive it on, I suppose, especially with about 22 minutes gone in the game, and they're down by a nice bit already, so they'll need to get a good few more scores on the board before half time.
Tyrone working it in there. Tip turn it over again though. Back up the field they go with this one. 1-9 playing 2 points here in this match, and it is all Tipperary at the moment here as this ball is fed over the far side of the field, and away goes Emma Morrissey, doing very well here, working it inside, and nice little kick ball inside towards Maloney's side, but left her with a lot of work to do as she goes out to the corner to control that ball and win the free. Got the push in the back just as she went over that ball, and Tipperary with another very scoreable one, and you'd imagine Maloney will think about shooting with the left, or if there's a better option, she'll take that, probably Samantha.
Yeah, you imagine she'll go short from the angle that she's dealing with, but here she is looking for Clara English on the far side.
Just mopped up by Tyrone. They read what was coming there, and they work it out now from defence out as far as Mary Traynor. On again she goes here now, feeding that ball outside her as far as McCaffrey. Tyrone need a couple of scores here. Maeve Mallon holding that ball up in centre field. Nice ball into the corner forward inside. One in there by McCaffrey now. Fed on again here as far as Mary Traynor. Back on again Tyrone still bursting through the Tipperary line to have a chance here all the way in, and that's an excellent point. Well worked score from Tyrone. They badly needed that one.
Yeah, badly needed is right, Stephen. 1-9 to 3 points now, and we'll be coming close to half time, and they're down by a nice bit. As you said, Tipperary have the wind in the first half, but aren't using it to a certain extent. I suppose they're still keeping the ball, using the short hand pass at times. They're kicking in a great ball there for the goal, I suppose, by Niamh Martin in the last piece of part of play there in the last 5 minutes to Maloney to get the goal. But Tyrone will be looking to get another few scores on the board, as you said, in the next couple of minutes, so they can go in at half time.
So it is 1-9 playing 3 points. Tip going on the attack. Anna Rose Kennedy feeds on that ball as far as Rosanna Kiley. Away go Tipperary now through English, working it in there into a scoreable position. Back inside, ball fed on again here now. Tip just trying to get the bit of space and room. Clara English this time has it, and she sends it in and over the bar from Clara English here as the rain starts to fall. Tip are cruising 110 now to 3 points there. It's nearly half time. We're hoping that Tommy Sheehan will be over with a nice cup of coffee for Robert here on camera, Samantha and myself at half time in this excellent facility here in Feathered, as Tyrone look to build from defence again, working it out the field here now. Away they go. Back up here, nice ball sent in along as far as Emma Lone. She holds up that ball, feeds it back here as far as McCaffrey. Away she goes now. Tip defence filtering all their players back. I count 14 Tipperary players there inside the 14. Here we go. Tyrone are through though. They have a chance here now. Oh, good block by Anna Rose Kennedy from Chloe McCaffrey. She had a chance there. She tried to work it in. Tip back out the field here now. All the way they go. Anna Rose Kennedy feeds that ball on again here now. And Tip work it up with pace, and they're away. Maria Curley, the physiotherapist, sends it inside, in around the danger area now. And Tipper looking for a goal here. It's Maloney, Ashley Maloney. She takes her point. Just side foots it over the bar. Cool, casual, but class. 111 playing 3 points now. Tip cruising.
Tipper absolutely cruising, Stephen. Yeah, an excellent score there. Good option. I suppose the goal could have been on, but Tyrone had their players back, and Maloney just popped over the bar to build on their lead, 111 to 3 points, and they really are in control of this game.
Emma Jane Gervin now down the field for Tyrone. She goes. Sends this one inside now, just mopped up by the Tipperary half back line in there though. Sarah English and Lucy Spillane just covering the ground over there for them as this ball is fed outside again here now. Won by Nasa Towie as she tries to build here from defence. Challenge comes in from Chloe McCaffrey, and it's fed on over here as Tip just look to try and build from defence out to Nora Martin. Away she goes now, fed on again to Rosanna Kiley. Down the field with a bit of pace about her here and a bit of purpose in the attack from Tipperary. Ava Finnessy gathers that ball and does well. The Clonmel woman works it back outside again here. Tip looking to recycle that ball. Have worked it out here as far as Nora Martin. Back in again the middle, Nasa Towie. Shot dropping in there. Oh, keeper just took her eye off it momentarily, and it took a knock off her hand, and it is gone for a Tipperary 45 there. And Sinead McVeigh just probably took her eyes off it in the rain there. You know, the rain is heavy out there, Samantha. We can see it here because we're behind the shelter. I can see the amount of rain in front of us here landing. But out in the field, it's hard to see. But when you look up, you know, it can catch a goalie like that.
I know, definitely. And I suppose, as you said, slippery conditions and you're under pressure as well is always going to take its toll. So an easy mistake that can be made. And look, it didn't cost them too much. It's only 45. So she'll be happy to get it back into the Tyrone's possession.
Emer Quinn trying to work it out there from defence. Tip keeping the pressure on and just filtering players back as Tyrone break. They need to do so with pace here. Emma Jane Gervin down the field she goes, has loads of options in front of her, plays a quick 1-2 there with Chloe McCaffrey, and worked it up now past the 45. She did well to win the free there. Emma Jane Gervin taking the battle to Tipperary and saying, we ain't gone away. They're still in this game, and now they have a scoreable one. It's brought in a little bit further, and dare I say it, Chloe McCaffrey will be thrilled with that one. This is well kickable for Tyrone, but looks like they're just changing the free taker there for the moment. Grania Rafferty is going to have a pop at it.
Yeah, they'll be looking to kick to put this one over. About 29 minutes gone in the game, whatever injury time he'll play. Not too many stoppages in this half, so there won't be too much injury time. So they're looking to put this ball over the bar, and it looks like they have another point on the board.
Good kick there from the centre forward Rafferty, and that was a point that brings Tyrone back into this somewhat as we head towards the break here, and play quick to Maloney, back there helping her defence out. On again here now as far as Lauren Fitzpatrick. Sent long down the field. Anna Rose Kennedy up for the break. 3 Tyrone women there though, as the tip defence just filtered too far back at that moment in time. Tyrone going the attack again. Evie McHugh working it inside there now, going past Lucy Spillane. Evie McHugh all the way inside now, fed back out again here, and Tyrone working it in there. Emma Jane Garvin with this ball now. Shot coming in here for Tyrone this time, just blazed across the goals, and it drifts off and goes wide this time, and they're getting their chances in this at the same time.
Yeah, I know they think that was their third wide there, and they'll be disappointed not to get another score on the board. They have 2 points from play, 2 points from frees, and only about a minute or so left in this game, and I suppose they'll be having a serious chat at half time as to where they can build, or where they can break Tipperary and get more scores on the board.
Good play by Tipperary. Worked all the way up here as far as Emma Morrissey here in Feather Town Park. What a brilliant facility. Munster Rugby use it, the Tipperary senior teams use it, and the ladies footballers use it here as this shot comes in. Keeper did well from that one. Sinead McVeigh there, just in the right place at the right time. She made her block, and it goes back out, but Tipper fairly ruthless here. They're considering going for goals all the time. They have a 45 here now again.
Yeah, great play by Marcy. Unfortunate not to get the score that time, but I suppose you have to be ruthless with the games that have left to be played, and they're trying to get as much scores on the board as they can, not knowing what the outcome of the other games is. So they're looking to put their best performance in and trust the process that they have in place and see what the outcome is at the end of the day.
Lucy Spillane feeds it on to Rosanna Kiley. Away she goes now into Nora Martin on as far as Nasa Towie. Tip working through the lines here. Emma Rose sends it in here, and the shot comes in from Clean O'Dwyer, and the Brian Barrows girl makes no mistake at all. Superb right boot thrown at that, and Anna Rose Kennedy with a lovely little tap down basketball style move, Samantha.
Yeah, brilliant play. I think Tipper are really kind of showing what they have there today, and they're really putting Tyrone under serious pressure, whether it's attacking going forward or their Tyrone kickouts. They're really, really putting them under serious pressure, and they'll be really happy with their first half performance.
So it is going to be another one here. Ref just looking at the football there to see what sort of stage it's in. Is he happy with it? He is. And Emma Morrissey will have a punt at the posts as she sizes it up here now. Throw to hand. Good style of kicking here, like Johnny Sexton in the rugby yesterday for Ireland. Ball breaking in there. Tyrone have it. They work it out again though. Good play by Emer Quinn just to prevent the goal scoring chance. Tipperary looking for goals here as the half wore on, and they are in control of this one at the moment. Tyrone had that goal chance, and had they got that, it was a different game, but that one didn't go in, and it is 1-12 playing 4 points. That is an 11-point lead for Tipperary, if my mathematics are up to scratch, Samantha, and 11 up is a nice place to be, but the breeze is with Tyrone in the second half.
Yeah, breeze with Tyrone. I suppose they can't really depend on the breeze entirely in the second half. They have a lot of work to put up, or a lot of work to put in really, to if they're going to get a hold of Tip in the second half. I think Tip are really on form and really performing to their best there. Is one of the best performances I've seen throughout the league for Tip. So it's going to be hard to break them down here today, and they really are ruthless, I suppose, in their endeavours driving forward, and then their backs are playing very, very well to hold Tyrone to 4 points, 2 from frees, 2 from play. So they really are putting in a great performance.
Brilliant stuff, and many thanks to Tommy Sheehan, who is looking after us here today from Feathered Town Park, and great to be here, Samantha, and we have it all to come in the second half. Can Tyrone find a way back into this match? Could they get an early goal with the wind? We'll see where that goes, but it is Tipperary in control at the break after playing the first half with the wind. 1-12 for Tipperary, Tyrone 4 points. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with the second half from Feathered very shortly. Stay tuned.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
You still haven't gone full Lidl. Go on, make big savings like this lot.
Pea nuggets.
Excuse me?
Who'd like them pea nuggets?
Once again?
Pea nuggets. They're vegan.
Nugget.
Yeah.
I like prawns, but I heard you cook them.
Oh, there's loads of ways.
Can I microwave them?
No.
Join in and go full Lidl this year.
Did you get milk?
Shop without compromise and pay less.
All the way in and over. welcome back to Feather Town Park. We are here in the rain, but we're looking forward to a good second half here. Tip and Tyrone, 112 to 4 points here. Pitch is in top class condition here today, and the surface is consistent, which is massive, isn't it, Samantha? You could be playing there on very soft grass, and the ball sticks in it, and it's not free flowing at all. Here it's very consistent.
Yeah,
surface.
yeah, it makes a huge difference. You can see there that how fast the game is moving, very, very quick ball, and the sport play is huge. I'm sure it'd be a different story if it was on their usual mucky field at this time of the year, but great to see the quickness of the game and the physicality that's here today.
Beautiful play by Tipperary there. Anna Rose Kennedy tearing down the field after Maloney set her up there and all the way in, and shot comes in there. Keeper was equal to it. Tip got an early point in the first half from the throw in and look to do the same here today. Tyrone have the wind here in the second half in this match, and they're looking to make it count. Ball sent inside here now. Emma Lone sprinting out to gather this one now, ready to take it on. Feeds it back out here as far as Grania Rafferty as she gets ready here now. It is Lone looking to see what she can create. Back to Trainer. Fed inside. Tip turn it over though, and they're away here now. Nasa Towie gathers it and feeds it out here as far as Sarah English. Sarah English now soloing down the field, working it all the way up now. Good ball fed inside there as Tipperary go on the attack through Niamh Martin. Niamh Martin inside now, works this one in as far as Ava Finnessy. Finnessy inside now as far as the keeper though, and it is mopped up in there by Sinead McVeigh and out to Quiva McGee, and away go Tyrone back up the field. Good pace to their play here at the start of the second half. They've worked it out here now through the lines. Looking for it here is Maeve Mallon, but the option isn't used, and it is worked all the way back down here now by Chloe McCaffrey. Plays a quick 1-2 there with Mallon. Back again, it's McCaffrey. Sends it inside. Oh, nice ball in there, and away go Tyrone, but just ran out of pace, ran out of room. Aoife McGahan had a bit of an angle there, but just needed to take that ball on the run and sprint laterally, but instead of that, she just got turned over, and it is Tipperary who build from the heart of the defence here now this time, and have another chance to see where they'll go with this. Full back looking for it, corner back looking for it. Sent long out the field towards Maloney. Maloney gathers it and turns. Away she goes now. Worked all the way up there as far as Clara English. Fed inside. Good ball in there, and away go Tipperary now through Rosanna Kiley. Kiley in there. Tip still looking to build. Nice play here all the way in as far as Clara English. Held up there as she waits for an opportunity. Ava Finnessy now. Finnessy inside. Looking to pull the trigger here, leaves off that ball just outside, and Tyrone turn it over like lightning, and away they go. Maeve Mallon. Mallon out with that ball to Mary Trainer. Working it up along the line. Couple of people looking for it inside. Opposite goes straight up along the line here now. It is Emma Hegarty. Sent inside into the danger area in there. Tip win it back again though, and away they go. Ref just holding play up here. Tyrone player down injured on the deck, and play is just held up, and it is going to just take a moment here, Samantha, just while they get a bit of treatment.
Yeah, you can see there Tyrone are really after coming out there in the second half. They're very, very lively starting off, and you can see that they mean business, I suppose, to try and build on what they've, I suppose, put in place in the first half. So kind of the poor performance, I suppose they wouldn't be too happy with 4 points going in and down 112 to 4 points. So they're looking to see if they can start breaking the Tipperary defence down and see if they can get through and get a few scores on the board. So
play just being held up here, and we'll see what evolves here. Just receiving treatment there is Emma Hegarty, and Hegarty looks to be okay there. She seems like she's fine to move on again, and good to see her ready to take her place there and fit to continue. Sent out now towards Niamh Martin. Oh, it's turned over here. It's McHugh working it inside, and they have another chance here. Tyrone just that little bit sharper than Tip there. Niamh Martin and Evie McHugh challenging for the ball. The Tyrone player just saw the break, and they have a free in now. Grania Rafferty will probably slot this one over the bar. She has the wind in this half, and it's probably a bit closer than a couple of them that she got in the first half. So straightforward one, and it is a good point for Tyrone, and that brings them back into it, Sam. And the wind is surely worth something with the power of it here today, because it's blown from left to right as we're looking at.
Yeah, no, definitely. As you said, it'll help some sort of bit, and good score there by number 11. I think it was their second score. So they have 3 scores from frees and 2 from play now, 5 points on the board.
Niamh Martin gathers this ball now, angles it over the far side of the field towards Clara English. But it's Tyrone who win it again, working it back up the field. Emma Hegarty now back inside. Good pace from Tyrone here. Chloe McCaffrey feeds it inside, and oh, she was looking for the return pass there, but Hegarty just ran out of a bit of room, and Tip turn it over and break with pace back down the field here now. It is Nasa Towie who got the goal, of course, for Tipperary in the first half after that palm from Aisling Maloney. But it's back now as far as the keeper, Lauren Fitz, as she sends this one out the far side here now, and it is Tipperary working it up with a bit of pace about them here. In there is Ava Fennessy trying to control that ball inside, and Tyrone just so sharp here in the second half. They work it out once more from defence, trying to just build again from the back. Long ball. Oh, good spot there to see that there was time and room as Evie McHugh works it up here through the lines. Anna Rose Kennedy not giving her any space or room though, and does well to hold it off. Tyrone are breaking here well with a bit of pace here. It's McCaffrey! Chloe McCaffrey fires it into the net. A brilliant team goal for Tyrone. It's game on here all of a sudden. They're right back in this one, 112 to 1-4 it looks like now.
Yeah, great score there. They really are taking them on in this half, and Tipperary need to kind of settle into this second half and not let Tyrone back into the game if they want to leave here with a win and another 3 points on the board. So they really need to settle themselves. There's a sub coming on, Angela McGuigan's coming on there for Ava Finnessy, so they'll be looking at Angela to make good runs inside in the full forward line and create a few scores to get them back up and running.
So in she goes there, the Edenstown player for Tipperary, and that change is being made there as Tyrone go on the attack once more. Sent inside now, they have a bit of room in there. Tip caught napping at the minute here, worked inside, another shot coming in all the way in. This one goes wide, just out and wide, and Tyrone there with another chance to just punish Tipperary for just maybe a little bit of a concentration lapse from the Premier County.
Yeah, I think they need to settle back in. They need to calm down and really kind of gather themselves. They seem to be panicking a small bit on the ball, and Tyrone, look, they're after upping their game hugely. They're really breaking the lines, breaking through the defence, and their passing has much improved in the second half, and you can see that they haven't given up yet, and they really want to make the most of their trip down to Tipperary today.
So a change there being made. It is Sasha Byrne who is coming on from Agrine, and she's coming on the field there for Mary Trainer of Errigal Kieran. So a change for Tyrone there. That change being made just a moment ago as Aisling Maloney gets ready to steady the Tipperary ship. Back to the goalkeeper here now. Time and room challenge from Maeve Mallon there, the full forward in on the keeper, but Tip have worked it out now as far as clean over the wire, and play just nice and steady from Tipperary back there, but Tyrone putting the pressure on them, and Tip have to be accurate with all the passes here to work it out from defence. Drew the foul there, good play as Tipperary get a chance to kick this one. Nora Martin will send it up the field here. Tip playing into a strong enough breeze in this second half now. Tyrone making use of it. Here we go, ball sent back out here as far as the corner back. Off she goes now. Midfield just running back up the field and getting ready to go. Good run here by Emma Cronin. Sent inside now. Clara English is away. Fed on again there. Good play. And English just knocks that ball down. Tipperary with a chance of a score here. Waiting for the opportunity. One back again. And fed on as far as Niamh Martin. Niamh Martin moves it on. Looking for Aisling Maloney. She gathers it now. Back again to Niamh Martin. And Tyrone have turned it over again. And Tip are a bit caught at the back. If this pass is good, but it isn't. And it just is overcooked, and Tipperary have another chance to build from defence. But Tyrone just timing their tackles well.
Yeah, they're doing very, very well in defence there in the last few minutes since they came out in the second half, and putting Tipperary under a lot of pressure, especially there in their kick-outs. Tipper finding it hard to get out of the defence in comparison to the first half. They're really putting them under pressure, and Tipper are looking to find ways to get out after being back in possession after the kick-out. So they really, really upped their performance, their own in this half, and they'll be looking to build on that in the next couple of minutes.
Niamh Martin of Steve-na-Mon, the famed mountain just to the south of where we are there. Club called after it, of course, as this ball is fed in as far as the Ardfinnan woman, Sarah English, back out there again, and Tip somehow win it back through Morrissey. Did really well to hold on to that ball. Rosanna Kiley now. Kiley back outside again. Maloney has it. Maloney's away. Here we go. Welter of excitement among the place here when she gets the ball. You can feel the anticipation because you know it's going to be a point or a free in this instance. And Maloney showing her leadership, back helping out the defence and up helping the forwards this time, and she looks like she's going to strike it herself, Samantha.
Yeah, they'll want to get a score on the board. There's nearly 10 minutes gone and they haven't scored in the second half. Still 1-12 to 1-5 for Tyrone. What looked like in the first half that Tipperary were going to kind of walk away with it nearly in one sense. There's only 7 points between them, now 8 at this minute. So an important score there from Maloney, another score on the board for her, and I think she's about 6 nearly on her tally today. So
that's a good kick for Tipperary there. The rain has just held off a bit here in this excellent facility here in Feathered Town Park. Tommy Sheehan keeping the place absolutely shining here, and Tip go on the attack once more here now. Back down through Rosanna Kiley. Fed inside here to Martin. Tip looking for a bit of a break here. Fed in there to the full forward inside Clara English. Goes back out the field again here. Chance still there. The goal scorer sends this in. Nasa Towie just took a little deflection and keeper was equal to it and read the play very well there as Tyrone break. Long kick down the field. Ball hopping here nicely in front of McCaffrey. She takes on her marker now. It's Chloe McCaffrey inside. Challenged there by Sarah English. Sarah English just shoves her off the ball, but McCaffrey strong enough to hold on to it. Feeds it back in there to the free taker, Grania Rafferty. Oh, brilliant block by Anna Rose Kennedy. She did that in the first half as well. She's done it again here now. A real athlete here. Would remind you of Orla O'Dwyer when she can just get up and attack at ease here. Ball fed inside. Maeve Mallon now trying to control that one, and Tip have a free out. And Samantha, that block by Anna Rose Kennedy, I mean, they're the margins that win big matches, aren't they?
Yeah, yes, absolutely super athlete. Anna Rose going forward and defending. Her work rate, physicality, her attitude is absolutely superb, and a real leader and someone that everyone looks up to, I think, on the team. And I know myself, and when I was playing like Anna Rose, you could see it in her that she was going to be an excellent player and a leader in the future, and here we have it. She's absolutely brilliant getting in the blocks, and a super interception is there by Nessa, a really important one when Tyrone seemed to look like they were going to get another score on the board. So Tipper after settling back in there now, and I think that score that Maloney got there in the free has kind of set them up and see if they can get another few on the board in this second half.
Samantha Lambert here with me, All-Ireland winning Captain Tipperary against Tyrone in the All-Ireland final back, 6 years ago I think now, and also against Meath, and 2 titles for some of the players as well that are playing today for Tipperary. This ball sent inside, mopped up in there by local lass Lucy Spillane. Brilliant game from Lucy today. Really is everywhere on the field. Fed on again. Tyrone with another chance here now. Evie McHugh. Bit of space, bit of room. Nice ball to the main woman in there, Chloe McCaffrey. And it's fed inside, and our Tyrone looking for a goal here. Oh, brilliant save by Lauren Fitzpatrick. How about that? Putting her body on the line. Just got in between the ball and the attacker. That was superb defending by the keeper.
Absolutely brilliant, I suppose, and very, very important for Tip that they didn't concede another goal. Excellent play by Lauren. She's super goalie, and you can very, very much trust her in between the posts.
Ball fed inside here now. Tipperary under pressure, but it's been mopped up there by Lucy Spillane again. Superb here today in her hometown venue. And Tip break from defence. Fed out here to the captain, Maria Curley from Templemore. Plays that ball on again here now as Tip sprint down the field. It's Emma Morrissey holding on to it. Does well. Captain looking for it again. Morrissey heads away though, and off she goes here. Soloing down the field. Great running here. Emma Morrissey all the way through. Oh, what about that for a ball in as far as Maloney? Maloney, four of them on her. Maloney goes to ground and she's turned over and she's looking to the referee, and the supporters are shaking their heads here around us. How is that not a free in? They're asking for the referee, but it is Tip who now have a free in this time. Anna Rose Kennedy winning the ball back. Maloney gathered it. Four of them on her. Samantha down there.
Yeah, hard to believe, I suppose, there wasn't a free there, and there's four of them on her, keeping her out. I suppose she's the main key player, and they're all well clued in to go to her when she is in possession. Well won back there by Maria Curley, and she's working hard, not only in the full back line, but you can see her all around the place as well. And I think that's what's very admirable about the two players here, that you can see that it doesn't matter where position you are on the field, that you can attack and you can defend no matter where you're playing, if it's corner forward or corner back, that it's all about work rate and working together and supporting each other. So great attitude.
And we can just see the captain there, Maria Curley, just tell our players, calm down, look for the ball, play it right. Here we go though, Lucy Spillane, two of them marking her here. Lucy feeds it back out here now as far as Emma Morrissey, out the far side of the field. Tipperary still poaching an attack there if they can, but brilliant defending once more by Tyrone, and they have it back. Anna Rose Kennedy is there though, she wins it back again. How about that? Brilliant play by Anna Rose Kennedy. Sent inside. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! What a goal! Aisling Maloney with a brilliant finish. A brilliant ball in by Anna Rose Kennedy and fired into the net. Cool as you like by Aisling Maloney.
Super goal. I suppose something that we've seen there in Parky Ring there a few years ago against Cork. Maloney again fisted into the back of the net. Great vision, great ability to know what was going on around her, and a super goal, as you said, Stephen, absolutely brilliant.
That is a contender for goal of the year. Absolute magic there from Tipperary. What a goal that was. Here we go though, Tyrone on the attack, sent inside, keeper called into action. Lauren Fitzpatrick has it. Ballymac woman sends it out here to the captain from Templemore, Maria Curley. Back in as far as the keeper. Tip building from defence. That goal has given him a good cushion in this. 2-13 playing 1-5 here now in this match. And the clock against Tyrone. Tipperary in possession. Last few minutes they've done really well here, and they're just trying to capitalise on that. Ball sent down towards the 40 there. Well won by Morrissey. She turns inside. Morrissey did well to hold on to that ball and give possession back here as far as the corner forward, Kylie. Kylie, patient in her play now. Feeds it on here as far as Clean O'Dwyer. Back in again. Good play by Tipperary. Sarah English now. Oh, nice turn by English. She's away, turning inside here again. Fed in there now. Anna Rose Kennedy to Maloney and back again. And the shot comes in this time from Sarah. But the keeper's equal to it again. Good defending in there by Sinead McVeigh from Moortown in Tyrone. And away they go. Back up the field now. Ball sent long in front of Emma Lone over the far side of the field. It's gone out over play. Tyrone holding firm back there, but when you've Aisling Maloney lurking in there, you've got to be super sharp.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose no team likes to see Maloney sitting inside in the full forward line. It's further out the field that they want her playing, and she's a dangerous player inside there, and they'll be living on their nerves for the next while if she's going to sit inside in the goal mouth. We've a few substitutions after coming on there. Lane Kelly's after coming on, I think, for Niamh Martin, and we've Anya Delaney after coming on there for Clara English. So great to see other players, I suppose, getting their opportunities as Tip are 2-13 to 1-5 up, and Peter Creedon's seeing what he has on the bench, and it's an opportunity for these girls to show what they have.
Tip playing against the breeze here now. Working that ball back up the field again. Lucy Spillane feeds it inside here now as far as Clean out the wire. Nasa Towie. Keeper out on the 45. Lauren Fitzpatrick. Fed on again here to Towie. And Tip have a free there. Nasa Towie just drawn the foul from the marker. She got that goal in the first half just to set Tip up. And Anna Rose Kennedy gets ready to kick this. She'd remind you of Kieran Donaghy for Kerry, wouldn't she? Winning the ball and sending it high into the full forward line.
Yeah. She's brilliant. Great deliverer of the ball, and very accurate. And as you said, she can play anywhere. She has the height, the physicality, and the work rate, attitude, absolutely everything going for a great player, a great person. So true leader, and a lot of girls look to her for motivation and guidance, I suppose, on this team.
Nasa Towie feeding that ball on in there as far as Elaine Kelly, and Tip hold it up here through Rosanna Kiley. High looping ball here looking for Maloney. They have it here. Morrissey has it, feeds it in there. Tyrone with enough players back though, and they work it out from defence now. Time and room for Maeve Mallon to turn here. Fed on again here to Emma Jane Gervin. Nice ball up as far as Chloe McCaffrey, the star player for Tyrone today. She has been a handful for Tipperary throughout this game, and always looking for the ball, always lurking. Tyrone working it back in there now again. Fed in, and it is Michaela Moore who just wins that one in there for Tyrone, and they have another chance here of a score. So it's a difficult one here for Grania Rafferty. Oh, she has the distance. It's just a little hop, nice hop in there for her. Put Tipperary inside equal to it and work it out from defence and back up the field. Tipperary break with a bit of pace about him again, and one back again here by the centre back. She did very well there. Emer Quinn rather from Moortown won that ball and really held it up well there. So good play by Tyrone. And it's a bit out of the range of Grania Rafferty, I'd say, is it? She's not going to kick it at distance.
No, I suppose it's quite a bit out, even though she has the wind behind her. I'd say she might play it high. There's quite a few tall girls inside and sitting in the goal mouth there, so she might chance her arm. I suppose goal is what they're in search for at this stage of the game. Nearly 20 minutes gone, so they'll be looking to get a few goals if they're to get anyway close to Tipperary with just over 22 minutes gone at this stage. So she'll be looking to drop this one in short and hope for the best.
Niamh Mackey of Clonmel Commercials on the field. It looks like Nora Martin, the player, off for Tipperary, and Michaela Moran, and also Nicole Murphy for Tyrone. So a couple of changes on both sides. Tyrone going the attack here. Fed in there. Good play now. Worked in as far as Kathleen Campbell. Back out as far as Grania Rafferty. And back again to Campbell. Did well to hold on to that ball. Challenge comes in from Maria Curley. Tyrone have it though, working it back up the field here again. Sasha Byrne just feeding that ball in there, and ref is signalling inside there. Tyrone just for a player on the deck, so we'll see what comes of this. It looks like it could be a free in, Samantha.
Yeah, no, definitely free in anyway, Stephen. Looks like one of the I suppose a tackle that he felt that deserved a free, so very scoreable. Will give Tyrone another chance to put a score on the board and make it 1-6 to 2-13 if she does put this one over the bar, and a much needed score for Tyrone this stage.
Tyrone just ringing the changes there as players just come off and others go on the field for them. Going on there now is Katie Murphy, and looks like it's Maeve Corrigan that's going off the field for them. So a few changes for Tyrone, and play just being held up here. And Tipperary kind of weathered the storm. A lot of players playing very well out there. Nasa Towie, superb today, and Rosanna Kiley involved in the play. Emma Morrissey, Aisling Maloney, Anna Rose Kennedy, superb as well, Sam.
Yeah, no, brilliant. As you said there, was Anna Kiley. I suppose she hasn't got any score on the board, but great playmaker, and really kind of, as I said, kind of getting involved in the game, and her work rate is super. She after covering great ground there, and a really important link to the forward play, going getting the score on the board. So, as you mentioned already, Anna Rose has been super throughout, and of course Aisling Maloney and Nessa Towie getting 1-1 from wing back. So a great all round performance, I think, in general by all the two players.
So Tipperary ready to build another attack here. Tyrone need a couple of late goals here to see how they'll get on. If Tip win this, they're going to be playing Armagh next week, who have won all their matches, and Armagh, I think, could be into the final already. So Tipperary to get their need Cavan to beat Laois, and that's taken centre stage as well today. And Roscommon are up against Monaghan as well today. So that's another game that is a vital one. Roscommon haven't won their matches, but they've been close in all the games and not too far away at all. And if things go right for them, who knows, because they are a good team as well. But Tipperary hoping to get into the final, and looks like the main player is injured out there at the moment. Not Maloney though, it is Anna Rose Kennedy, and Tipper just need her to be right. It looks like it's a kind of a hand injury maybe, Samantha, that she has at the minute. She's just taking a moment.
Yeah, Anna Rose doesn't go down too often or too easy. So she's definitely something wrong with her there. Looks like the physio is looking at her hand all right, but I have no doubt if she's anywhere okay, she'll get back up and go again. But she does look like she's in a little bit of pain, or it looks like something could be popped back in by the looks of Emma Morrissey talking her through it. So yeah, I'd say it's something after being dislocated perhaps, but a tough cookie, so I've no doubt she'll be all right and back on her feet in no time.
A lot of pain in that one, and she's in quite the amount of bother, and not too far from Clonmel anyway. To just go for a checkup maybe to the hospital might be the wisest thing at this stage.
Yeah, I'd say so. A sore injury, but looks like looks like that it could be all sorted and straightened for now. But as you said, an old trip to the hospital might be the best case scenario at this stage if she wants to.
Well, then again, there's queues at all the hospitals, so you might be seeing till tomorrow the way it is in the health service in Ireland at the moment.
Yeah.
So maybe it's better sorted out today, and she's up moving about. She had some match. She's just really been superb in form of her life, really, you know. And
yeah,
blow
absolutely.
to Tip now if she's out. They'll hope that she's good to go again soon.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and look, she's had a fair few matches over the last number of weeks between college games and county games, so she needs to look after herself, and taking her off at this moment in time is probably the best option with Tip kind of with a great lead, and I'm sure someone else will just step into her place and just put in a performance that they need for the last few minutes.
Tipperary working it back out here now from the centre-back position. Lucy Spillane has been inspirational today. Serious game for Tipperary here as the ball is fed on to Emma Morrissey. Back here now to the captain, Curley, as she sends it in the middle now. Tip just steadying the ship here now as the ball is fed on to Caitlin Downley from Borla and Douala just on the field, and a lot of panel members just been kept fresh here by Tipperary. Maria Curley now. Nasa Towie. Tip content to just see the clock down in this. They're nice lead, and they'll just want to hold on to that ball and keep that lead in play for the time being. Caitlin Downey takes that one, and the Borlahan Douala defender Just moves back into position. Tyrone take it away. They go here now. Grania Rafferty holding up that ball now. Fed back in there again to Maeve Mallon. Maeve Mallon on again. Tyrone looking for the score. They need to just be sharpish here in the attack. Niamh McElduff just moving that ball on again here now inside. Back out to Grania Rafferty. McElduff again. Holding it up. Lateral running here. They need a goal. And another one after that. Just find it hard to penetrate that Tipperary half back line with 7-8 players in it at the moment. Shot comfortable for the goalkeeper. Lauren Fitz moves it back out the field of play here now. Back out as far as Lucy Spillane. Back on again here to Emma Cronin. And Tip look comfortable, Samantha.
Yeah, no, they look very comfortable, I suppose. In the back line in particular, working it out through defence, through their hands, and not giving away possession easily, just kicking it away. So that's very, very important, I suppose, from the kicker, from Lauren Fitz, to work it out and have the confidence to take it on in the back line is very important in support play too. So you can see Marie Curley's on the ball there. She's named a full back, but up there supporting the forward play and getting involved. So it's great to see the spread of players that are being involved in all the different players that have been scoring today. I'd say there's about 7 or 8 players after getting on their names on the scoreboard, so it's absolutely brilliant to see.
Tyrone breaking with this ball, back out the field, fed towards Evie McHugh. McHugh trying to move it on good and lively as Tyrone go on the attack here. Ball is very pacey there with the wind behind it, and it goes out of play in front of Nasa Towie. She tried her best to keep that in, but couldn't do so here. 2:13 playing 1-6 here, so it is a 10-point lead for Tipperary, or 9-point lead rather here for Tipperary at the moment in this game. Is a 10-point lead actually is what Tip are up by, but not done and dusted yet. Tyrone, they have the ball. Good intricate passing. Evie McHugh again, the captain, playing the captain's part today. Angled out here towards the sideline and not kept in play though. And difficult keeping that in play. You nearly have to work it in a bit closer than that. So Sasha Byrne of Agrine just there being held off that ball, but fed back in. Tip in possession. Nasatawi. Lauren Fitzpatrick now. Back out to Aisling Maloney. There's won the free there, and ref content to give her the free there, and she seems to be everywhere in the field, doesn't she?
Yeah, Maloney's really, her work rate is phenomenal. I suppose she's up and down there. You can see her in the full back line on one stage in the first half and made it back up to the full forward line. So she's covered every part of the field, I think, at this stage. And it's great to see, because other players are going to be looking at her to see how hard she's working. And I suppose that will influence each other player that are on the field with her. So great to see, with about, I'd say, nearly 2 or 3 minutes left, that Tipper still kind of fighting hard and trying to get more scores on the board as they finish out this game.
See now the wire holding on to this ball now, fed inside there into Lucy Spillane. On again now, Tip breaking through the lines and working it all the way up the field. Good ball in there from Anya Delaney as she sends it into the full forward line, and the ref says a bit of a dive in there, so it is a free out, and away go Tyrone again now, worked out there by Cueva McGee. Tyrone just not giving the quality ball into the full forward line when they need it, and it is Aisling Maloney in possession again. Past the 65, past centre field, now the other 65, she's running, she's going to stay going here. Morrissey has it, Morrissey tearing down the field now as well, past 2 of them. Off she goes. Tyrone defence just trying to get the challenge in, but they can't do so effectively, and it is Morrissey who just put the head down and ran and popped it over the bar.
Yeah, great score by Emma. She's really, after coming alive there in the second half, her work rate is brilliant, full of energy. and getting around and well able to take on her player. So she's had a few scores herself. I think that's nearly her third point. And 2-14 to 1-6 now, and Tipper really in control and look to finish off this game strong.
Tyrone going the attack here. It's won by Niamh McElduff as she sends it inside as far as Evie McHugh. McHugh is down, still attacking, doing well here. Nice ball outside. They need a goal here. The shot comes in and she was pulled back as she kicked it there. Sasha Byrne breaking free inside, won the free, and they get another point here, you'd imagine.
Yeah, you can imagine they will. Another score for Tyrone to get them 1-7 to 2-14, and I think there'll be third score this half, or fourth score this half, should I say, and they'll be looking to put this over the bar, and now they have.
So Tyrone just working their way back into this game slowly, but Tip in control on the scoreboard at the moment and cruising in this one as Lauren Fitzpatrick gets ready for the restart here, and it's sent out as far as the cornerback. Gathered out there now. Tip players just moving away from clean out the wire as Ashley Maloney takes it on. Goes past two of them. Oh, off she goes. Look at the pace of this. It's Maloney down the field pointing and telling players where to go. What a ball. What a ball. Into space. Here we go. Goal on here now. It's Morrissey bearing down on goal. Morrissey all the way inside. And Morrissey is dragged down as she was bearing down on goal. She was going to fire that into the far corner of the net. Just dragged down. And the attack ceased. 2-14 to 1-7. Free in coming for Tipperary. But Aisling Maloney gathered the ball in the cornerback position. Within 15 seconds, it was nearly a goal.
Yeah, great play by Emma, as I said already there a few seconds ago. She's taken on her player, she's drawing the free, and here we have herself taking on the score now this time, and no doubt putting it over the bar.
Nice one from Morrissey this time. Tipperary cruising in this game, and it is Morrissey who has really stepped up to be another key player, hasn't she?
Yeah, I know she really has, and I think she's put in a solid performance here today, and Tip have left here with a win.
And it is Tipperary who cruise on, and we'll wait and see what the results are of the other games today. But Tip have won this one 2-15 for Tipperary, 1-7 for Tyrone, the final score here. And Samantha, Tip full value for that win. Tyrone tried hard, had their chances, but just didn't have the experience or a player of Aisling Maloney's capability.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, Stephen. Look, in the second half they came out. I think it was they kind of drew the second half. Tyrone and Tip 1-3 to 1-3. But Tip's first half performance really, I suppose, bedded in their win today, and they left here with 3 points. Just looking at the score there in the Laois-Cavan game, Laois seemed to be beating Cavan 3 goals and 2 points to 4 points. So they seem to be in control themselves of that game, and it'll really go down to the wire now with the results today to see if Tip are still in line to make a Division 2 final. So
the way it's looking, if Laois win that game, it does mean that so it is Laois in control of that game against Cavan. So if Laois win that, it means Tip have to beat Armagh next weekend. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And if it ends up with the same wins, it'll go on head to head. And of course, Laois bet Tip here a few weeks back. So that looked like Laois will get to the Division 2 final because of the head to head.
Okay, so all to play for still though. It'll come down to the final day, and that's all you can ask for. Samantha Lambert, many thanks for your time here this afternoon. To Robert Healy here on camera, from me, Stephen Gleeson. Hope you enjoyed our coverage here from the excellent facility here in Feathered Town Park, and we're looking forward to the next game for the Tipperary ladies footballers at this venue. They're the winners today, 2-15 to 1-7 over a gallant Tyrone team who made the trek down here and stayed in the game, and were looking for goals right up until the end. But it is Tipperary the victors here, 2 goals and 15 points to 1 goal and 7 from us here in Feathered. Slán and Ish, enjoy your afternoon.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
You still haven't gone full Lidl. Go on, make big savings like this lot.
Pea nuggets.
Excuse me?
You'd like them pea nuggets.
Once again?
Pea nuggets. They're vegan.
Nugget?
Yeah.
I like prawns, but how do you cook them?
Oh, there's loads of ways.
Can I microwave them?
No.
Join in and go full Lidl this year.
Did you get milk?
Shop without compromise and pay less.